Good evening. I want to speak to all the working class Americans out there, all the men and women who get up, put the work boots on every day, go to work, pay the taxes, pay the bills for the country. These are the people I want to speak to. It is absolutely astonishing to me that this much of the country, that so many people are willing to bow down to hypocrites and globalist elites, snobs, finger waggers, well, I done said hypocrites, they're scum. These career politicians lie to the American people day in and day out. They lie to us, they take our money, they take our rights, they take our freedoms, they pass unconstitutional executive orders. They even have us jumping through hoops doing foolish shit like wearing masks around that you can blow smoke through or whatever, telling you it's going to protect you from this virus. It's not going to. Like my man Brandon Tatum said, if he can fart and smell it through the mask, it ain't going to stop the virus. It's just the way it is. But it's so astonishing. And I mean, these leaders, they have the nerve. This is how arrogant they are. They have the nerve to go to Cabo, Mexico. And while they're in Cabo, Mexico, release a video telling the American taxpayer to stay at home. They do not have the right to go anywhere. They get out and they go eat $300 plates of food with 24 of their friends at these elite restaurants that your normal working class American doesn't go to unless it's like some kind of huge special event and they want to make a memory. This is everyday life for these hypocrites. They go out, they use our tax dollars to live these just beautiful lives for themselves and their family. And it should enrage the American people that we are talked down to in our own country. This is supposed to be a country for the people, by the people. This is our country, not theirs. We put them there to represent us, not to tell us what to do, not to demand from us, not to pass unconstitutional executive orders. They are so hypocritical in what they do. They're so arrogant. This drives me insane. It makes my blood boil to think that they take my tax dollars and do this kind of shit with it. But if you notice, every one of these people start this career in politics. It's a career for them, okay? It's not like it used to be where people used to go serve the country 6-7 years, come home, be done with it. It's not like that anymore. They make 40 and 50-year careers at doing this. Never worked a meaningful job in their life, never produced, never benefited society. They go into these jobs broke as hell, in debt as hell, but when they come out, they're millionaires. Why are they millionaires? Because they sell us out. They sell us out to all the globalist scum around this world. And it pisses me off. And I can't believe that Americans are so cowardly now that we would depend on at this point, the Republican Party, who is full of nothing but cowards, to stand up for us. We are the citizens of the United States of America. We don't need them to stand up for us. We can stand up for ourselves. It pisses me off to no end that this is going on and everybody just, it's okay. I think everybody has gotten so comfortable in life, they have forgotten what this country was founded on. They have forgotten what made this country great. They have forgotten what made people go from having nothing to being very successful. It was the freedoms, the free market, the things that our forefathers set up to protect us, the American citizen. They didn't set it up to protect the government. It's to protect the American citizen. As I sit and I watch these people, I don't understand because they're not smart people. They're no smarter than you or I or any other working class person that has actually produced, contributed to society, worked 70 hours a week to figure out how we're going to budget and pay our bills, because they don't have to worry about budgeting. Oh no, they've got lobbyist groups lined up around the corner to make their pocket a little bit fatter to sell out the American people. Have you noticed? None of these executive orders have affected the big box stores. It won't. That's their donors. That's the people who stuff their pockets with money. Okay? None of it's affected the big manufacturers. It won't. Those people stuff their pockets with money. It only affects Mr. and Mrs. American that's out there working their ass off to make a small business run. Working their ass off to give their family and their children a better future. That's the only people these things affect. It doesn't affect the big globalist corporations. How blind do Americans have to be to keep putting up and going along with this shit? I hope and I pray that there is some kind of awakening around this country where people start saying, what the hell is going on? How are these people allowed to do this? It is I think whenever someone goes and they sit there and they tell you, you're on lockdown, you can't have Thanksgiving, you can't have Christmas, and they have the nerve to release a video from Cabo, Mexico telling you this, at that point in time, their whole office should be gone. They should be gone. There shouldn't be no talking about it. This hypocrite should be gone today. It is absolutely astonishing. I mean, it blows my mind to no end, and it pisses me off. And I talk to people all the time, and people, it's like they're so intertwined in their everyday lives, and I get that. Everybody has a life. I understand that fully. Everybody has kids. Everybody has all these things they want to do. They want to protect. You want to protect your home. You want to protect your cars, your vehicles, your family, what you have. I get all that. I want to protect my livelihood too. But what are we going to do when they take our livelihood? At that point, we have nothing left. If we allow them to take our constitutional freedoms, if we allow them to take our right to keep and bear arms, and at that point, we cannot defend ourselves against them. We cannot protect ourselves and keep the power that was given to the people of this country when the war was fought way back when. We can't keep the power that was given to the citizens of this country when the Civil War was fought. We cannot keep the power that was given to the citizens of this country when Martin Luther King Jr. and people like Martin Luther King Jr. and even though I don't care for him as much, Jesse Jackson, all these people who marched for equality. All these things that people have done throughout American history that were absolutely great. Abraham Lincoln taking a stand against the Southern Democrats and fighting, being willing to put everything on the line. You know, George Washington, all the founders of I'm not going to name them all, but all the founders of the country, when they took a stand against the British, who were basically doing what our government is doing today, taking taxes and just doing whatever the hell they want to. All these people put not only their lives, but their fortunes on the line to create this, to make this. And we're just going to give it away. We're going to be afraid. That's really what it boils down to. Americans have become so comfortable. One of two things. Either they become so comfortable they're afraid of the fight, or they're cowards in general. Americans are not supposed to be cowards. Guarantee you 110%. The people who are looked at as the lowest levels of success throughout this country are not cowards. They don't have nothing to lose now. And you're going to take what little bit they do have? I think in the end, it's a very big miscalculation on our government's part. I think that they feel like they can actually get this done, and maybe they can. Maybe they can. But I'm here again, and I'm going to keep saying it, and I hope that brothers and sisters all across this country, patriots, people who believe in the Constitution and believe in the freedoms of the individual, the people that believe this is our country. It's not a country where we are talked down to. We are the people who pay for this country. It is our country. Okay? It's not the government's country. They represent us. I hope and pray that people all across the country awaken and realize what is going on here and realize what's at stake here. It's not just our future. It's our children's future, our grandchildren's future. 5 generations from now, it's their future. Do we want them to have a future where they can have a free market and free lives? Or do we want them to be ran by communist socialists like the people in China, Korea, Venezuela, Russia? I mean, it goes on and on. These globalist elites have taken every other country in this world. And if we allow them to take the United States of America, they will. And they will do very bad, very evil things with it. Folks, y'all gotta wake up. We have to do what we need to do to protect this country.